Go ahead and like, subscribe, share. All those things are greatly appreciated, and it really does help me out on the YouTube algorithm. Let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to look at a couple of props I like tonight from the player-made threes, and these plays can be made on Underdog. First player I'm looking at is Gary Trent Jr., 2.5 as the prop. Pretty decent favorite at the books to go under. And you can see the Parlay site Sleeper, JockMKT, Dabble has it available. I'm looking at the Underdog pick under 2.5. Let's look at Trent a little closer. So if we go over here and look at Trent, we'll pull up the Toronto game. 3-pointers made. Gary Trent Jr. Projection over here on PROPS.CASH is 2.62, playing Memphis. This season, Trent has hit this mark 42% of the time. 16 out of 38 games, he's had over 2.5 threes. This game is, where is it located? It's in Toronto. So let's look at his home games. In home this year, he's 50%, 9 out of 18. Memphis is a scrappy team. They're going to try to play a little defense. Let's look at versus Memphis. Take the home filter away. Look at versus Memphis. Versus Memphis this year, one game. At Memphis, he only had one. And the other games were last season at Memphis, where he had, looks like 0. In home last year, also, he had 5 versus Memphis. So let's hope that trend doesn't continue. I'm going to go with the under 2.5 3-pointers made for Gary Trent Jr. Next player we're looking at is going to be Patrick Williams from Chicago. Let's pull him up. One and a half is his prop. As you can see, he's a decent favorite to go under 1.5. The only parlay site that got him is Underdog. Let's look at Williams a little closer. And we're going to go to the Phoenix-Chicago games. Williams played for Chicago. And here, 1.5 is a prop, 1.68 is a projection. As you can see, his last 2 games, he has went over 1.5. All streaks come to an end. Against Phoenix, back on 11-8. In home, he had 1. This game is on the road. Let's look at all 2023. 41% of the time, 17 out of 41 games. He's went over 1.5 3-pointers made. As you can see back here, about 10 to 15 games ago, he went on a real hot streak where he was killing at over. Let's look at him away. Away, he's 50%, 9 out of 18 games away. And let's go back to, let's take that filter away. Let's go back and look at all the games. Let's just look at his last 10. You've seen his last 10, his last 2, as I mentioned, 3 and 2 3-pointers. Before that, we had 6 straight games where he only got 1. On the road against Phoenix, I'm going to take Patrick Williams to go under 1.5 3-pointers made. And here's another prop that I was looking at. It's coming from the assist category, but it looks like the numbers have changed on the parlay sites just before I made this video. And it's going to be Kyrie Irving assist. Let's put up Kyrie. Prop was 4.5. That was one I was targeting, and that's the one I really do like. 4.5. Decent favorite at the books to go over 4.5. Parlay sites have all pushed it up to 5. Well, 2 of them have PrizePicks. Underdog pushed it up to 5. You can still get the 4.5 on Sleeper, still get the 4.5 on Flip. Since I see that on Sleeper, I may try to go over there and put something else with this on Sleeper. Also available on Dabble too, which surprises me a little bit. So if you can find something on Dabble, put the over 4.5 with it on Dabble. But 5, gonna stay away from it on PrizePicks and Parlay Play. Let's look at Irving a little closer. They are in Boston tonight, I think. Well, Boston's at Dallas. I'm sorry. Where is that game at? Let me confirm that. Yep, the game is at Dallas. Let's go back to we'll go to assist. Four and a half projection over here on PROPS.CASH 6.07. You can see he's been just killing that 4.5 prop over the last few games. Let's look at him closer. For the season, for last 10, he's really killing it. 70% of the time, 7 out of 10 games, going over 4.5. 2023, 69% of the time, 18 out of 26 games. I think he goes over easily 4.5. Let's push it up to 5 and see what it looks like at 5. 60% of the time he's went over. In home, let's look at home at 5. 56% of the time he's went over. 6 out of 9 games. Scovins versus Boston for the last game against Boston, 2-1. That was last season. He had 4. He had 6. One game he had 5. So maybe even a 5 is in play here for the over. But I'm definitely looking at the over 4.5. Dabble. And, sleeper, fliff. So those are 3 plays that I like. If my content helps you, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, share button. All those things are greatly appreciated. To follow my premium picks, you can go over to Patreon, Telegram. Also, I'm getting ready to get more active on Discord. The Discord link is down below. Also, just join my Discord channel. Start sharing a lot of information over there. Tools I use, OddsJam, Props.CASH. 2 of the best tools in the business to get me where I need to get on these props. See you on the next video.